But me saying that we are the biggest gang, it could be a lie, you know? It could be true too.
Outside court, violence broke out between rival gangs. Proceedings then moved to a court in Cape Town. Matters stemmed from an earlier police raid where the home of a...
Busy giving fines, but they're smoking drugs right here.
So they basically said that there's nothing they can do about that because they are assigned.
Mitchell's Plain residents say they've been caught in the crossfire of gang violence that has plagued the Cape Flats for far too long.
Cape Town audits. So today we are in Mitchell's Plain Town Centre. 1970. Oh, it's very loud, you guys. So what happens here is this place here was built in 1980 and it had a budget of 25 million. And all of these people here was moved because of the apartheid government. They were all moved from nice areas like District 6 and they were all sent this side. And the first resident in this area, which is Mitchell's Plain, the first resident was moved into an area called Westridge. And then, because the apartheid government had the idea that they don't want these people to come into Sea Point and all those type of areas, they decided to build them this. This place to come shopping, and this is called the town centre in Mitchell's Plain. Yeah, this area isn't a no-go zone, but it is a very dangerous area, guys. There's a beach here as well, and that is called the Nandi Beach. So Nandi Beach, I know a lot of bodies wash up there, guys.
Mitchell's Plain is under siege. We don't have to switch on Netflix. We love gun violence. We eat gun violence. And we sleep gun violence in Mitchell's Plain. 2017, 15 self-issue guns were stolen at this Mitchell's Plain. Don't tell me it went missing. Stolen.
The detectives in Mitchell's Plain, pathetic because they don't investigate properly.
And if we are not going to move in the fastest pace, Mr. Minister, more blood is going to flow on the streets of Mitchell's Plain.
This place isn't very safe. It's starting to get safe because there's a lot of cameras and stuff. But yeah, you guys can just see for yourself. Just coming to make a video here. Everything. Just walk with me. So there's people that lives here. It's mainly a colored community, and it's one of the best people that you get. And what happens is, when these people want to go to work, they live here in this area called Mitchell's Plain, and when they want to go to work, they suffer by going to work because there's so much traffic works and road works going on in this area that most people here need to leave 3 hours before the time to go to work. So they're sitting in traffic. If they start work at 8, then they have to leave work by like 5 a.m. in the morning, guys. Very loud here.
Hey, situation in Mitchell's Plain, so much roadworks. Yo, how do you guys deal? I was here today, and the roadworks just create so much chaos. But
Mitchell's Plain Town Centre. Watch my back, guys. It's not safe here. Yeah, that's how the city take these people for a joke. They start work at 8 o'clock, but they need to work. They need to leave for work 3 hours earlier because of all the traffic. The road works. In every road leaving this place is road works. It's not fair. And another part is that when they do have to sit in all this traffic and roadworks and stuff, then what happens is it becomes a gauntlet because people smash and grab them. It's just completely not safe, guys. Because when they leave this area, they need to go through areas, past areas like Zamora and stuff like that. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. So that's one of the problems that these people have here is that the roadworks leading out of this area to take them to work, it's on another level. Imagine you start work 8 a.m. in the morning, but you need to leave 5 in the morning to get to work. Absolutely terrible, guys. Yeah. I don't know. How does it look for you?
Hello there. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good in yourself? Lovely, lovely. Good. It's decent. Walking here in town center, guys.
Shopping hub, but informal traders claim it's being overrun by drug dealers, prostitutes and gangsterism, and this is negatively affecting their businesses. They say authorities are failing to provide protection.
We don't trade here for nothing. We pay the city, and the city is not coming to the party because every time we must hear there's no money for Mitchell's Plain.
They come here to destroy lives, they kill our children on a daily basis, they destroy families.
Mitchell's Plain has been plagued by crime and gang violence for decades.
I think the concerns is valid from what I've seen. They show me some hawkies within the trading arena used as a spring-off for selling of drugs. Now, how we can allow that, I can't understand.
The trading community wants authorities to intervene. Meanwhile, the anti-crime movement Madat has weighed in. It says if officials don't do anything to end the scourge of violent crime, the community will be forced to take matters.
This is Station Plaza Shopping Center. This place is very big. It's a very big place. Right. Station. Going under clothing. So, in the 90s and the early 2000s, these places were controlled. Well, when we're talking about the underworld, it was predominantly American. So do your research on the American gang.
Conversation starts to flow. But I'm right in assuming that the Americans are the biggest, are they?
Yes. No. I put it this way. I go as far as the media announced it, you know.
Right.
By me saying that we are the biggest gang, it could be a lie, you know. It could be true too. But according to the media stated the most notorious gang in the Western Cape, the Americans.
And the word notorious, it means that you probably use violence occasionally, yeah?
Yeah, most definitely.
And what happened is, like for instance, in 2006, this gang had infighting. And in 2006, they killed these guys called Marky Mokes and Chara. And what happened was, there was a retaliation. And then there was a guy named Madat. And they went to his premises in Woodstock. But I'm going to show you that stuff now. Yeah. So yeah, guys. I'll show you all of this.
Taking a video.
Yes, sir.
Good, that's good. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It's not bad, yeah. Just been town center. I like it. Alright guys, I'm walking here in the transport hub. It's a massive transport hub. Hundreds and thousands of people use this every day to get to work or get to where they need to be going. You can see, this is how it looks. So we're heading to the courthouse now, guys. I'm gonna show you that courthouse. It's crazy. I always see videos and news articles about this courthouse because they're always shooting the people dead in front of this courthouse, guys. Oh, what the hell?
A bomb threat in the morning saw the building being evacuated for hours while police, sniffer dogs and officers searched the premises. Outside court, violence broke out between rival gangs. Proceedings then moved to a court in Cape Town. Matters stemmed from an earlier police raid where the home of a gang leader was searched.
Yeah, so I have grown-ass friends that lives here in Mitchell's Plain. And when they work, let's say till 5 or 6 o'clock, or when it's in winter, they will rather wait till a lift or for public transport because they don't want to come here after dark or when it's about to get dark because it is a bit dangerous here, guys. But like I said, it's not a no-go zone. It's just, it's dangerous. So here, the crime in Mitchell's Plain, it's way above the median of the country. And it actually competes with other countries. That's the crime level here. And I can tell you why, is because this is not like, let's say, a Manenberg or an Hanover Park, where it's just a single area that's called that. Mitchell's Plain is like a city on its own. It's a city on its own because they have in Mitchell's Plain, you'll have your areas like Westridge, which was the first area. Then you'll have Portlands, you'll have your more crime-ridden areas like Tafelsig, Eastridge, all of this type of stuff. So, the leader of the Americans gang that I was telling you about, his name was Madat, and he was the main guy in the early 2000s. And like I mentioned in the previous video, his gang had infighting, and quite heavy guys like Marky Mokes and stuff like that they were infighting with each other. So a massacre happened in Woodstock. I'm gonna show you that. Massacre happened. So it's the Americans versus the Americans. They went to go kill, but they couldn't find dimes. Yeah. So what happened was, he was left, and then he started this whole of Rocklands was started as like the American hub. And you can see all the crackheads there and stuff, guys. Yeah. So the area Rocklands was known for the Americans, guys. So what happened was, fast forward after that 2006 massacre where they couldn't get him, they got him. They actually killed him in 2022. And here's the video.
Hij trekt voor die dier. Hij trekt voor die dier.
Ako, viro.
Ik zie.
Ako, my own.
Kom my own. Kom by.
Ek het twee
gaan. Yo, daar kom my voetjes nou.
Yeah. So that's that's the fall of one of the most notorious gang bosses in Cape Town. Also, both his two daughters were brutally murdered. The one's name is Lamise. Not sure what the other one's name is. Sadia, might be. Just correct me if I'm wrong. They both died terrible deaths, guys. Lamise was stabbed to death by a neighbor, and the other one was murdered. She was shot brutally. She was brutally shot, guys. Now, a few months ago, his daughter, this guy I'm talking about, his daughter. And then his daughter was murdered now a few months ago in March 2026. And at the same time, her husband was killed in the house and they shot the 15-year-old child. It was a massacre, it was bloody. The It was crazy. Yeah, so that bloodline was taken out. So that was one of the biggest gangs in the Western Cape. But now here's the thing. The Americans gang, from what I know, is because I have friends and family that lives in Mitchell's Plain, and one of my close friends, he's actually family of the Americans gang, and he said that they've been totally wiped out. They no more. They don't exist anymore here in Mitchell's Plain. That's how bad it is, guys. And I saw an article recently about so for my American viewers, we know that you guys have the RICOs that was started because of the mafia in Chicago and New York and all of that places. So you said the RICO, but here in South Africa we have a thing called POCA, P-O-C-A. It's called POCA. So what they did was, it's a case running now. It's a massive thing. So what happened was, this POCA, they actually focused on the Americans and they indicted all of them. You can check this out for yourself, guys. So yeah, that's kind of the downfall of that entire organization. So guys, sure. Some good guys over there. Yeah. This town center, guys. You know why everyone is scared of town center? It's not that bad. So, what happened is, here's the people that's busy giving fines, but they're smoking drugs right here.
So they basically said that there's nothing they can do about that because they are assigned to give tickets to the people and check license discs. But I told him they're busy doing drugs there and there's crime happening right there. But he said there's nothing much that they can do at the end of the day. Crazy.
Okay, so I'm here with these two lovely ladies. What is your name? Monique. And she was telling me now that she doesn't want to be here anymore because it's dangerous here, right? And what else? So she's saying that she's not being treated like a human being at all. So she's saying that she's a South African citizen just like me and just like you, but what happening is foreigners are coming here illegally and are getting better treated than them, and the foreigners themselves is actually treating them like subhumans, and that's really getting to her soul. Yeah. And then I see like there's a lot of drug use here and stuff, but the traffic or the law enforcement, they're rather working on fines there. Do they do anything about the drug selling here and stuff like that? So she's saying basically that political parties and even the law enforcement, they keep promising, they're coming, they're taking pictures, saying that they're going to get houses, they're going to be put in shelters, but absolutely nothing is being done at all. Yeah. Okay, but I appreciate it. So if you want to find them, they are here in town center in Mitchell's Plain. The police station is right here opposite. And if you want to bring them anything, you can come over here, guys. Yeah. So that's a sad reality we live in, guys. Apartheid was bad, and They threw everyone out of those nice areas and threw them here into Mitchell's Plain. And the socio-economic issues that's going on here, it's terrible, guys. Yo. But what I can say is that our first focus should be on the substance issue. We need more rehabilitation centers here. And a lot of people are saying that gangs are the problem. Gangs is the problem. Do you know that gang crime and gang killings and stuff, that's only coming to about a quarter of the... It's coming to about a quarter of the hard crime, guys. And that's honesty. So 1/4 of violent crime in the Western Cape is linked to gangs. But majority of the others are linked to substance abuse, to alcoholism. So why is people feel, yes, gangs is bad and all of that stuff. But I think the main subject that needs to be covered is alcoholism, it's drug addiction, it's all of those stuff, it's bad, guys. That's why these people are on the streets. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Substance abuse, which is your alcoholism, which is your drugs, that's the leading cause of violent crime. And it's always by people that you know. 2 bodies killing each other when they get drunk. Yeah. But okay, go with me. Yeah, guys, so I'm here with, what's the brother's name?
Sorry, sir?
What is he smoking now?
He's smoking a button. To release this emotions of this doings and this actions in this world.
Yeah.
It's in everywhere.
Yeah.
Into visual, you understand? So you see now the reason why, the main reason why I smoke this is the fume. You see the fume makes them in the yell. Really?
In the yell.
I won't say that. You understand? It's like it's a thing what they usually do.
It's a bad year crime. Yeah.
Okay, crime is bad, but okay, like, not so badly, but they did release those emotions, but if we don't release those emotions, it's gonna stay in what you're gonna do after that?
You're
gonna go
things.
really in those bad thoughts and bad minds. That's why you have to emotion. Some misuse those the spikes and like that. You know, sir. This button and tick and all of those things.
But did you?
And we don't attempt to work our way to jail. We don't rob, we don't steal. We rather scour our living. And
but the one guy who can bring this out. He can throw the stuff out, but it doesn't take him something out of this. And it's the other thing when you take him something, but it doesn't take something for him out of this. But he throws it out. Now, there is people who is in hungry when they bring their babies over here. You know how we sitting really. It's not that you don't like them, like that man.
Yeah.
If they bring the whole film over, understand? That's why you have to go to the level every time, the school, everywhere. You must make it equalization, understand? Even up. So, when they come in this motion, then they do the whole things, you know, sir.
Sorry for living this way, but eat out of the bins. If you don't, if we're hungry, we eat out of the bins. And eat out of the food, out of the bins.
Guys, I had so much trouble with YouTube, honestly. I think everyone should join my Patreon. I think it's $3 or $5, one of the two, and these crazy videos.
There's literally a fight now here in front of us, guys. Yeah, guys, this is what this is this uncle's day-to-day life. Sad.
My name is Justin Lewis.
Justin Lewis. This is a human being just like me and you at the end of the day, guys. Remember that. And addiction is a disease. Anybody can get addicted to anything. These are normal people just like us.